What's going on, folks? This is Coach Marcus from Pro Fan Talk, and coming to you with my Thanksgiving edition. Had a little bit of something to eat, not a lot. Gonna go back for seconds, get my second round in a minute. Right now, I'm sitting here watching Green Bay and Detroit, and currently you've got 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It's 29-14 Green Bay. Green Bay has been in Detroit's behind all game. Defense is playing tough, and Jordan Love is looking like the real deal. So we'll see how that ends up to see if Green Bay can hold on to it. But Detroit looks very frustrated. But in any case, three things that I wanted to get into today. I'm going to be quick. But wanted to get this in. Number one, this Angel Reese situation continues to grow. I already put out a video about this. Check it out. Kim Mulkey is still not revealing anything, and I don't expect her to unless it is absolutely positively necessary or the university makes her say something. I don't see her saying anything about whatever it is about Angel Reese that's going on. This is weird. The thing is, though, they're still winning. They're not missing her. So that puts the pressure on Angel Reese. I don't know what the situation is, if it's a personal deal. You got the mama still going back and forth, which is never a good look, but it's still happening. So eventually the information is going to come out, and eventually it'll be found out what the issue was. And then people are going to have questions on that. So whatever it is, I hope she gets it squared away, and I hope she doesn't end up with the egg on her face, because whenever you put yourself out there in social media like that, like she's been doing, and she is getting paid a lot of money. Maybe that's got something to do with it. She's making more than a lot of other people on that team. So maybe she thinks that she can do things, because of her privilege when it comes to the NIL money or something like that. I don't know. But eventually it'll come out. Eventually somebody will say something, and it'll open the floodgates. And I just hope it doesn't all come down on her neck. But if it does, and if it's by her own doing, so be it. I hope she's strong enough to deal with it. Because like I said in my other video, too much is given, much is required. And when you get that much money, that much pub, that much awareness of your brand, and you got Reebok deals, and you're the top NIL athletes and Sports Illustrated covers and everything that comes with that, you at that celebrity status, whether you want to agree with it or not, they coming for you. And you're going to get the bad with the good. So I hope she's strong enough to handle that. The second issue is this idiot Jim Irsay saying stuff again that he just don't have to say. He putting his own foot in his mouth, and he don't have to. And talking about he being persecuted because he's a rich white billionaire. It's like, come on, man. You already got enough issues on your plate. You making Jerry Jones look like he's sane. All of the stuff we say about Jerry Jones and in Dallas, Jerry's World and all of that kind of stuff, it's been a while since he said something this stupid. So anytime you making Jerry Jones look sane, competent, and calm, first you had the Jonathan Taylor issue. He didn't want to sign him, then he did sign him, and now you saying you persecuted because you a white billionaire? Like, that doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even register. And a lot of people are saying that he's not fit to be an NFL owner. It doesn't matter. You saw all of that mess that they put up with Daniel Snyder for years. So Jim Irsay ain't going nowhere. He's just going to get in a situation where don't nobody want to work for him. And he's going to end up selling his team. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. You look at all the money that Dan Snyder made off of selling that team. Maybe Jim Irsay's like, maybe I can get this responsibility off of me and run away with the bag. But anytime you have people with that type of money, basically they got FU money. Whatever they want to do, they think they can get away with it. Because when you have that type of money and you didn't build it up yourself, it was gifted, your legacy, or whatever the situation is, more times than not, people in that situation don't know how to handle it. Or the people that grew up with that money, their expectations, their life experiences are so vastly different than everybody else's, they just can't relate. So you don't know what somebody does when they work a 9 to 5 or living paycheck to paycheck, or everything that goes with that being a regular person. So Plain and simple, he just sounds like he out of touch. And every chance he gets to show you he's out of touch, he does. So you know how the old saying goes: when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. So I don't know. It's only a matter of time before he says something else crazy. It is what it is. And he said all of this stuff on HBO. Like, all right. And lastly, the Greg Popovich story. San Antonio was booing Kawhi Leonard, and Papovich gets on the mic and tells them to stop booing. They got more class than this, and whatever it is that he said. And I was very that kind of struck me because me being from Cincinnati, remembering what Sam White did at the Bengals game when he made the comment like, we're not from Cleveland, and I believe they were throwing snowballs. So now the snowballs were a little bit much. No, you shouldn't throw snowballs, and I think that was what Sam White was trying to do. But the context reminded me of that. The problem is like you telling your own crowd not to boo for somebody else. Kawhi Leonard don't play for the San Antonio Spurs no more. So if the crowd wants to boo him and do what they want to do, they have every right. Because guess what? Them tickets are expensive. And you, the head coach, going to tell them not to do that? You have more class and this, that, and the other? Like, no. Don't dictate what a fan can do when he paid his money for a seat. It would be different if they were coming across as disrespectful, and I've heard stories about some of the racial and personal stuff that fans will say, because they'll get on the internet and dig up some stuff, and they will say the most vile, personal, hurtful stuff that you can think of. This was not the case. This was the case of a former player coming back to San Antonio, and the crowd was giving him the business, and they have every right to. And Papovich just sounds like one of them old dudes, get off my lawn. He said he looked like the old dude from Monster House. It just doesn't make sense. And as Stephen A. Smith put it very, very plainly, Greg Popovich does not have the best track record when it comes to dealing with the media. So when he's talking about class and stuff like that, he doesn't put out that same type of energy consistently, right? So that was over the line. You cannot tell people that pay their hard-earned money for those overpriced seats and those overpriced nachos that they can't boo and give an ex-player the business. So it is what it is, man. Social media, and people just think they have the right to say anything they want to say on both sides of it. Sometimes fans think they can say whatever they want to say, and sometimes these owners and coaches think that they can go about, say the things that they want to say, and they can't. The one thing social media has done, it has somewhat evened the playing field, because people will call you on your stuff. So we'll see how this goes. So stay tuned. As usual, hit subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Click on that notification bell. Hope you guys are having a good Thanksgiving, and I will see you soon. Go Birds.